Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the House of Valentina. It's a baseball cap kind of day because guys, we're in go mode, okay? There is so much going on at our house and also with our clients at the moment that we have just been running ourselves off our feet and having the best days ever. I mean, I'm just like, this is what I live for. These moments when all the rooms are starting to come together, we're in the middle of projects, and I just live for this. I absolutely love it. I love it. And I hope that when you have a project in your home, when you go to do it, that you feel just as much joy. Because of all these projects going on, I wanted to share with you today 10 essential building block, hero items, staples, whatever you want to call them. These are the items that you just need in your home in order to create these amazing rooms, the rooms of your dreams as you're creating your dream home. So we'll break it down room by room and I'll give you lots of tips and tricks on how to use them, which thing to buy, where to put it, what to do with it. And I hope this video is just gonna leave you feeling so inspired and excited to just start decorating every room in your house. So make sure you hit subscribe because guys, we're almost to 500,000 subscribers and I'm like, what? And thank you. And thank you so much for all the kind words, the comments that you left in the last video when I asked you how long you'd been a subscriber and what made you subscribe. Literally just, I can't even talk about it now without getting teary-eyed. It's just unbelievable. So we have an incredible community and it is my absolute joy to be a part of this community with you and to be a part of your journey as you create your home. I just love it. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. I turned this first one, which is an obsession, into a decor style. So I really wanted to have a library. Like that's still my dream. It's still on like the ultimate dream list. So I do have really big bookcases, but instead of confining my books to one little spot, I just have them all over my house. So I just really feel like a room never feels done without books in it. I even have them in my closet. There isn't a room of the house. I mean, maybe not so much in the bathroom. Even, I do have them in the bigger part of my bathroom. I just think that books are something that should be in every single room. It's something that helps your space. It's something that really helps your, what is it about a book? There's something so beautiful to me about them. I just think that they're one of the most beautiful things in the entire world. And I know that we're entering a digital age and everyone's trying to go digital. I've just never been able to do it. I know like the Kindles, like my daughter's so into her Kindle and it's so convenient, right? If I've got contracts to read them on the computer. But there's still just something about a book. And a book does more than just give you something to look at. It also has a powerful way of bringing texture into a room. It can be very interesting to look at because it's got a bold font on it. It's the material of it. It's not just a reading material. And so I would say coffee table books even more so over like little fiction books and things like that. Those I tend to hide away and really go for some amazing coffee table books. And they can be across so many different subjects, but looking for a book that really has something special about it. Like I have sitting right here, so I'll bring this one out as an example. I've got the Chanel Catwalk book and I love it because it's got such a bold font on it. It's got this beautiful linen cover. It's nice and thick and hefty and it just looks amazing sitting out here. And of course I grab it and look at these. And then something that's quite different is the Studio KO book. I'm not sure if this one's still available. If not, I'll try to link this one up in something similar. I go for books like this. And if you're looking for a list of books that I buy, check out my Amazon storefront. I have an entire category there with all of them listed. But to me, a book is just so beautiful. It can be used in so many different ways. It can be left just sitting out. They can be laid flat. They can be we can sit them upright, you can lean them, you can also open them up, which is such an amazing thing, to take a book and use it as a way of displaying like a piece of art. You can just leave them laying out by themselves, or as you guys have seen me do so often, is to put them on the book stands. And I like them when they are like really open, but in the kitchen right now, for example, I've got a cookbook sitting out on a little stand and it just looks so magical. So books are so much more than just something to either lay out or to just look at. It's something that you get to pick up. And for us, like getting to sit here, our favorite day of the week is on Sundays. We tend to go a little bit slower on Sundays and just sit and read books on the sofa or in the bedroom. That's why I've got them stacked on the nightstand. And yeah, I just love them. I think they are absolutely extraordinary. Next up, it's not going to surprise you that I think that a vase it's an essential. You absolutely have to have vases in every single room. There is no room that doesn't need a vase. Even the closet, you can put one in there. A vase is such a perfect piece because they come in all different shapes, colors, and sizes. And so you really need a little bit of a stash. I was actually filming a little sneak peek of the basement. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek here as well. I filmed a little clip for my living channel where I give you guys kind of behind the scenes peeks at things and share what else is going on. We travel with you guys. We take you shopping over there. So if you're not a subscriber over there, we are working our way up to 100,000 subscribers over there. It won't be long. We've already hit 50. So make sure you hit subscribe over there as well and become a subscriber to that channel. But over there, I was sharing with you just a little sneak peek of my decor area and all the different vases. And the reason why I have so many is, first of all, because I do a lot of different projects, right? I've got a lot of different times that I'm gonna need to grab something. And also because for my own home, I just like different shapes and sizes depending on the shape of the floral or the greenery that's going into it. Sometimes you want something really tall, maybe something tall for the fireplace, or something small if you're gonna be putting it on a small bathroom countertop. Maybe if you're putting it into the bedroom, right? We were talking about that recently, like, okay, this one was too big. You need something kind of small. What if you got a big branch? You need a different size vase for that. The color of them also has a really big impact. So of course, you guys kind of know, I like a black vase. I think it just looks so cool. It adds like this like edginess to a space, and I love the color black, of course. I think that black vases, whether they are curvaceous, whether they have spikes or hobnails, it's such a moment to create a statement within a space and also to give yourself the opportunity to create all sorts of floral designs. So of course, now that we're talking about vases, of course we have to talk about greenery. This is an absolute non-negotiable. You just absolutely have to have this. You can't finish a room without it. And for me, I see rooms all the time that have like no greenery in them. There's no flower, there's no stems, there's no branches, there's no trees. And I'm like, I feel like it's kind of missing something. I say that a lot because I just feel like it has no soul. You know, like this greenery is more important than people realize. It's essential to creating a cozy, inviting, and grounded space. Because if you're like me and you love like a sculptural moment, pairing that with greenery softens it, makes it more approachable. It's like a baseball cap with a blazer. It's this combination of something that seems quite formal, and then it's like, no, we actually like live here and we relax and we restore ourselves here. Like your home has to have all of these things, and that's what greenery does. And so whether you're gonna go for a faux option, faux eucalyptus, faux olive trees, the faux ficus are getting so good nowadays. There's so many good choices. Don't forget, you can also go for live plants as well. I've got a fiddle fig in our sunroom that I think is just absolutely gorgeous, and it thrives in that spot. But I do think that faux can be really nice if you don't have enough sun, and also if you have a little bit of trouble trying to keep up with them. But also think about your greenery that goes into your vases. Having beautiful blooms and florals is just so amazing. And you can vary them by seasons, which again is why you kind of need a little bit of a stash of items. And then also think about succulents. That's such a nice one to use. You could go for faux or real, and then branches from your yard. The options are just limitless, and the creativity that goes into it. It's just the most extraordinary thing in the world. This is why I get so excited about this stuff, guys. I'm like, this is just such exciting stuff. You really can just create and create and create and create. You cannot have a room without candles, like, period. I've got one going here right now. I've got this photo block, which is my favorite to burn year round. A lot of people think of this as like a fall, winter. No, I do this one, and I have the tuberose also burning in the room. And the culmination of those two together is pure magic. So fragrance is such a big deal, and you can bring them in through candles, of course. You can also go with the diffusers if you don't want to mess with it. We've got the plug-in kind now that are so nice. You don't even have, you can even do the candle warmers. Those are really nice as well because you don't even have to have anything burning. You don't have to refill anything. Those are incredible. I just buy those off of Amazon. But also I think having like the candle holders where you do pillars and tapers. I love the one on the fireplace. That is, that sells out every time I mention it. It does come in other colors as well. It comes in a gold and like a silver tone, like a chrome. And it just adds ambiance. It adds this feeling. And you hear about like earth, wind, fire, you know, like all these things that people talk about, and feng shui and the elements of the earth, like water and right, like the greenery. It's just for real. That's all I can tell you is that it's just real. It really does affect the way that you feel in a space. And so I wouldn't underestimate the power of a candle. Boxes. Oh man. I can't decorate a room without them. I have so many. I was walking out in the room and I'm kind of laughing at myself because I'm like, what do I have in every room? And I'm like, a box. Like I use them everywhere, whether it's in the bathroom to like hide like feminine products and just put them away because you don't want to have the box sitting out, or it's in a living room to put the remote away. It's in an office to stash pens, and like for us, like little card, like, you know, the cards from the camera, whatever they're called, memory cards. There we go. You just kind of need a box. You just need a box. I've got them in the laundry room. I like having them there because then I can stash like the dryer sheets. You can have them in the kitchen, like tea bags and little things. Like a box is such an essential. I have them even in like the sunroom, and I'll tuck them underneath the table, and I'll have extra coasters in there. But that way it helps you corral your junk. I use boxes even more than trays, because trays, they gather items, but you still see the items, and a box hides everything. We can't finish a room without pillows. I mean, other than the bathroom, I think every single room just needs a pillow. I change mine out all the time because you can do so much with a pillow. It's such a way of expressing yourself. It's such a way of pulling a space together. And so when it comes to pillows, there's so many different ways of using them, and the ways that you use them really say so much about your personality and the feeling that you want to achieve in a room. So you can go for really formal pillows, right, that are made of like beautiful silks and they're really formal feeling, velvets that are really pristine. I tend to go somewhere in the middle. I like for things to be enough to where we can actually live with them. So I'll do like, even these are actually just a faux leather off of Amazon, but they're bendable and moldable. And then we've got, like, this is my son's favorite. I found these downstairs while we were organizing the basement, and he was so excited. I was like, I have been looking everywhere for these. I think they're just so fun, and you can, in a way, it kind of nods to the playfulness of our family. And we will literally sit here, we were last night, just throwing it across the room. And it's just a lot of fun. It's just something a little bit different, and it's another way of me bringing a ball into my house. And then you can also go for something like leather. These are absolutely amazing. This is actually a faux leather. It's a really good faux leather too. I mean, it so looks real. And you can go with lumbar size, you can go with larger, you can vary them. In the sunroom right now, I've color drenched them with a little pop of a little bit of white kind of mixed in there. So you can color drench, you can go with all one color. You can go with high contrast, right? Put it like here, where we've got the black with the white, right? These are those coral ones that I love so much from Pottery Barn. We've gone for a pattern that's very subtle and mixed it with a bit of boucle. And then the textures that we're playing with. This is why pillows are so much fun. And we're just talking about the sofas. What about your chairs? What about your bedroom? I mean, the opportunities. And the fact that a pillow makes you feel more at ease. It makes a space feel very approachable. Go for the ones with the down inserts, because once you buy the down insert, that's all you'll have to buy. And you can just switch out the covers. And the covers can be stashed like in an extra drawer somewhere around the house. But either way, you cannot finish a room without pillows. The other thing you need is a stash of blankets. I use them everywhere, except for the bathroom. That's the one place we don't put pillow or blankets. But having some, I buy them in all different sizes, shapes. I've actually got all different price ranges. I have everything from cashmere and alpaca to these very inexpensive ones off of Amazon. This one's like my favorite color. I keep talking about it. It's because it's so beautiful. Buy it because this color is gonna sell out. It's like this pillow. I talked about the color, and that color is sold out, although it does come in this color too. I need to get those as well. But you can just drape it right over the arm. You can fold them and put them over the end of the sofa. You can put them over the back of a dining chair. You can lay them across your bed. I love just throwing it down casually over the chaise of a sectional. The options for the blanket are limitless, and they just add a cozy factor. Every time I ask somebody, what do you want from your home? They always say cozy factor. I've never said, in all the years that I've been doing this, I realized I've literally done, I was thinking about it, I'm like, I've done hundreds of homes, entire buildings. We've staged hundreds of spaces, so many homes, and no one has ever asked for a cold, soulless space. Never. No one ever asks for that. I'm like, where are those people? We could do such a a very chic and formal home. No, nobody wants that. They always want something that feels cozy. And so that is why you need blankets. That's why you need pillows and the candles. This is where we bring that cozy factor in. Speaking of cozy factor, you need great lighting, and lighting is across the board. You need some sculptural pieces, something that really is statement-y. You can also go for a really big statement piece overhead. That's an amazing way of creating such drama in a space. But definitely low lighting your room is also really important. And so lamps come, again, all different shapes and sizes, and what you choose really dictates the way that your space feels. So sculptural, it's gonna grab your attention. Go for something rustic, it's gonna be a little bit more subtle, but it's also gonna bring like this amazing tactileness to a space. I have this amazing one from Wayfair that I just put into the bedroom, and I'm like, oh, it's so good. You can go for some really nice tall ones that bring the vertical feeling of a room up. You can also go for low light. We love to use little spotlights behind the trees and behind the sofas. I just buy little inexpensive ones off of Amazon and just pop them literally behind the sofa. We put them on the little causa. You can put them on the little plugs. If they're like that, you can buy the little plugs and then plug them in and then put it on your app. That way you can always just turn everything on at once, and Jack's even got them on timers. So lighting is key for cozy factor. It's something you shouldn't ever miss. And even during the day, a lot of times I'll have them on, and I like everything to be on a dimmer whenever possible, because that way you can really control the mood. Jack's not here to add his 2-bit about that, but mood is always really important, and it really adds that richness to a space. 2 more things left. We cannot do a room without art, because art is the ultimate in the expression of your soul. And fine, make fun of me, but I'm telling you right now, it's not just a picture you hang on your wall. It says something about you. When I walk into homes and I see the art, I'm like, it says a lot, okay? We've been in places, we were talking about that recently, we went to an Airbnb and we were like, we know a lot about this homeowner now. I mean, so many places where I've gone where it's like nudes of the homeowner, and I'm like, this person is not ashamed, you know? This person is bold. This person's willing to put this up on their wall. It says a lot about a person. If you love abstracts, if you love landscapes, if you want something that feels very obvious, right? Like black and white photography, it's not abstract, it's of a subject. That's very different than an abstract piece that feels like it needs to be defined. And that may sound like a funny thing to point out, but some of my clients, they don't want abstracts. They want little watercolors that might feel a little bit soft, but you can see what it is, right? It is a well-defined cottage in a meadow. It's sheep in a field. Like, there are some people that want everything very clearly defined, and then other people who want something that feels abstract and modern and bold. So artwork is key, whether you go with a black frame or a gold frame. I love going really big. You can see my decennial pieces back here. They can be very inexpensive, and then you can go for really grand pieces. I was literally just painting a piece for the sunroom. I took one that I found at Home Goods, and the gold was just annoying me. It's just too gold. And I said that the day I got it, I was like, I'm probably going to paint over this, and I kept it for years. And finally, I'm just like, I'm done. So you can create an absence of art in a way, and it becomes a layer in a room by doing a blackout. The options are limitless, but either way, you can't do a room without art, and you should definitely have fun trying out different types of art until you really get to know yourself and express yourself fully through your art. We cannot end with, I had to put that down because I get so excited. I'm like, she's gonna have coffee everywhere. But we cannot have a room without bowls. I'm like, I have like a bowl obsession. Even the vases, sometimes they look like bowls. I have bowls everywhere. And I'm like, what is it about a bowl? Why do you always have these? And I'm like, because a vessel is such a versatile piece. First of all, it can be so bold, and it can make such a big statement and really hold the design of a room, but it can also be really subtle. If something else is really bold and you want it to be really quiet, it can be a really good supporting actor, right, in your scene. It can be full of nothing. You can just leave them empty. You can fill them with moss balls. You can fill them with Spanish moss or green moss. You can fill them with little rope, those little rope spheres. What about like paper mache spheres? Oh, I have some of those. Love those. Also the ceramic balls. You can put those in there. You can also fill them up with moss. Like, the options are just limitless. You can have them in marble. You can have them in rustic materials. You can have paper mache. You can have ceramic. You can have alabaster. The options are just endless. And when it comes to a bowl, it really can finish off your space. It can finish off a coffee table, add it to a stack of books, add it to your shelves, add it to your nightstand. I love having them in the bathroom so you can just like take out your earrings and put your jewelry or your watch down in there. I have them everywhere. It's just so satisfying to have bowls, and even like the thumbprint kind, and they can be sculptural. You just need a bowl. You just need your bowls, okay? So if you're missing any of these, it might be why your room feels a little bit incomplete. It's why something's missing from your space. If you're trying to figure out, why does my room not feel like this room, maybe it's mine, or it's someone you've seen online or on Pinterest, and you're trying to figure out what you're missing, it could be these items. So I hope I've left you feeling super inspired and ready to run around your house and do some decorating and maybe a little bit of shopping. I'll leave everything linked down below that I've mentioned. But honestly, I hope more than anything, you just remember that these spaces, this is the backdrop to your life. And it is your space, it's your moment in which to really create something that says something about you, and a space for you to enjoy, to indulge yourself, and also to relax in. And so I hope that you just enjoy the process of it wherever you are on it, and just have so much fun. So cheers, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Oh, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye for now.